Hey everyone. It's super cold outside, but I'm outside here to give you guys a live stream. So I hope you guys enjoy this topic because I am literally freezing to death just so I can talk about this topic. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you appreciate that I'm out here freezing to death just for you guys. Okay, just for you guys. So today, what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be sharing, and let me pull up my notes here. I'm going to be talking about, so in the International Equestrian, I actually have 5 levels. And in our riding curriculum. So I'm going to talk about what those 5 levels are and, what our riding curriculum is, but also how it works. If you guys have any questions about it, those who are live, or even if you're joining in the replay, you can comment your questions at any time. And then that way I can kind of answer you. I do always answer all of the questions that I get. So I see we have somebody joining us. So right now I want you guys to comment where in the world you are joining me from. So I'm in Spain and I'm freezing. So comment where you're from and what your weather is like right now. Okay, I'm freezing just for you guys. We got another. Hello everyone. So comment where in the world you're watching from and whether or not you're hot, freezing, warm, happy, sad, whatever it is. I hope you're happy because you're on the live stream with me. Arizona, rainy, cloudy. Ooh, it's not rainy, cloudy here, but it is a bit cloudy and cold. Okay. Ooh, let's see. 64 degrees. That doesn't sound too bad. Ireland and cold. Where in Ireland are you? Tell me more. Okay. So yeah, today I just want to mention too. So I'm talking about the International Equestrian Rider Curriculum. We have 5 levels in our book. So I actually just updated our book, The Ambitious Equestrian. I added a whole new chapter about this because I had a lot of people asking about our levels and how the curriculum works. And then, we have certified riding programs and coaching programs for those who are interested in either. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I am kind of sharing some of what's inside the book. Inside the Ambitious Equestrian book, we have a bunch of self-assessments now. So every single level, I would highly recommend, if you're listening, so I'm going to cover what levels are. Grab that book, okay? Fill out our different self-assessments because we have quite a few non-negotiables. So you might think that you're at, I don't know, level 4 or level 5, and then you get there and there's some level 1 stuff that you can't do or your horse can't do. So definitely I would say grab a copy of our book if you haven't already. Fill out that self-assessment because that's going to tell you exactly which level you're at, and it's very obviously in your face. Let's see. So we have somebody joining from Washington. 26 degrees here. 4 inches of snow. Ooh. Cold. Northwest Ireland. Londonderry. Cool. My husband and I, we rode across Ireland, but we did not make it to the very tip of the north. We started at the south in Cork, went down the Mizzen, and we made it all the way up to Sligo. So yeah, that took us 2.5 months, something like that. 450 miles we did. So yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for sharing. I'm going to be sharing, as I said, what are the 5 levels inside of our curriculum. So first things first, we have 5 levels. I'm just going to kind of give you the overview of roughly level 1, level 2, level 3. I'm going to give you the overview, and then we're going to get down just a little bit more. So level 1, that's our beginner forest green level. We actually have 2 green levels, okay? So if you've ever heard of a green horse or a green rider, well, we have 2 different greens, okay? So beginner level 1 is our forest green. So that is basically following the horse's motions. And it's also our introduction to rider balance and walk, trot, and canter. So that's level 1. Level 2 is our beginner mint green level. Okay, so we have the 2 shades. So we have the forest green level 1 and then the mint green level 2. So this is a little bit more, let's say, advanced beginner. So in this one, we're still following the horse's motions, but now you're starting to master being able to follow those motions. Okay, you're not just figuring it out, you're actually mastering how to follow your horse's motions. And then the other thing is you're going to master your own rider balance in walk, trot, and canter. Okay, so that's level 1 and level 2. I'm going to say we've broken it down even further. I have 2 phases. Phase 1 is the rider phase, where it's all about the rider, because we can't help the horse if, the rider needs help. Okay. So phase 1 is all about the rider. I'm going to say that's going to be specific to level 1 and level 2. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, oh, I'm way too advanced for that. Like, I'm definitely not a green rider, or I'm not in level 1. I'm probably like level 4 or level 5. So here's the thing, and this is where it gets fun. And again, I explain everything much further in the book. There's all these self-assessments. We have what I call some non-negotiables, which means if you are unable to perform those exercises or those tasks, you can't move up to the next level. Okay. And the reason that I've done this is because there's currently, especially in the US, for example, but a lot of around the world, I've worked in 20 countries with horses around the world, and there's really no universal system as riders to say, this is where I'm at. If you're a dressage rider, yeah, you can say, oh, I'm working on training level dressage, or, oh, I'm blah, blah, blah. If you're a jumper, you can say, oh, I'm currently jumping 1.20 meters. Okay. So there's kind of like vague markers in that sense, but there's also a whole lot more to riding than just, the training level test or being able to jump 160, because jumping riders should be able to also have balance, should also be able to help their horse, should also be able to help develop their horse's fitness, and that the horse isn't just running around on the forehand. Like dressage riders, they should also be able to do some pole exercises. They should be able to help develop the top line of the horse. They should be able to, again, not interfere with the horse's natural movements. So there's a lot of things where a lot of riders are kind of skipping the basics. Okay. They're skipping the fundamentals and they're skipping the foundation because they keep looking at the level they think they are instead of getting real. Okay, being realistic with the level that they actually are. So I'm going to say, and some of you are going to be happy with this, your default, okay, have you guys ever seen any, I don't know, American movies about criminals or murders and law? What do they say? Like, what do we say as Americans? We're innocent until proven guilty, right? I'm going to say, just like with our American justice system, you are level 1, okay, you're innocent until proven guilty. Okay, so you are level 1 until you can prove to me that you're level 2. Okay, you're level 2 until you can prove to me that you're level 3. Okay, and we do that again, the self-assessments inside of the book, The Ambitious Equestrian. We just updated it. There's a whole lot of self-assessments. So even if you have already kind of gotten the first edition, make sure you download the second edition. Okay, so we cover that more in our book. So that's level 1 and level 2, or also phase 1 of our 2-phase system. So phase 1 is all about the rider. Phase 2, that's when we start shifting into the horse phase. Okay, so who here, off of what I've just read, okay, level 1 and level 2, who here thinks that they've already mastered level 1 and level 2? Let me just see some people commenting. If you guys have done my sticky butt boot camp, yes, you're done. You're at level 3 for sure. But let me just kind of get a feel for you guys who are watching right now live and also in the replay. Comment, what level, if you think you've mastered level 1, comment mastered level 1. If you think you've mastered level 2, comment. Let me see. Well, I have Facebook user. I don't know who that is. Comment. Which level do you think you've mastered? If you've graduated from the sticky butt, by default, you've mastered 1 and 2. Perfect. You must be one of my VIPs, for sure. For sure, Facebook user. Lisa, that's why. Yeah, Lisa. Lisa's our rock star VIP. So yeah, you're beyond level 1 and 2 for sure. But it's definitely good for everyone to find out which level you're at, because when you have a map of like, these are the exercises I can do, what are the exercises that I can't do or that I need help with? And then you can kind of go in and fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blank. So that's why I'm mapping it out for you guys to make it dead easy. So now let's talk about the phase 2. Okay, so the phase 2 part of our riding curriculum. So this is again where we start shifting into the horse phase. Okay, so level 3 of our curriculum is our intermediate level, and this is our navy blue level. Now we have 2 shades of blue inside of our curriculum. So level 3 is navy blue. Level 4 is the intermediate Arctic blue. Okay, so level 3, this is where you begin transitioning to your horse is following you. Okay, so you can now start to influence your horse, their movements, their rhythm, all of that good stuff. Okay, this is also the introduction to being able to help your horse's balance. Okay, so you're not just a passenger at this point. This is where you start to shift and become a rider. Okay, phase 1 and phase 2, or sorry, phase 1, level 1 and level 2, you're a passenger. Okay, if you've graduated from our sticky butt, okay, so you've graduated from level 2, you know, you're a very good passenger. Okay, you're better than most passengers, but you're still a passenger. Okay, so level 3 is where you start to shift and start having conversations with your horse so that you're not just a passenger, but you're actually a rider. Okay, you're a rider, you're a rider, you're a rider. So that's level 3. Level 4 is where we start mastering your horse following your motion. Okay, so level 3 was kind of the intro to it. You can maybe influence your horse on certain things, but maybe not all things. And level 4, we start mastering it. Okay, walk, trot, canter, our horse, different horses, green horses, older horses, like doesn't matter. Okay, so we can start mastering our horse following our motion, but on multiple horses. And we can also successfully help the horses balance. Okay, we've also at level 4 started to develop better timing and coordination of aids, which means that you can not just say the ABCs, but you can actually put together sentences, maybe even write a small book. Okay, so you're not just putting together the ABCs, but you're actually having some knowledge and some ability to start having timing, accuracy, coordination. You know, you have an independent seat, leg, rein, and you're able to coordinate those different aids together to be able to accomplish more and more trickier tasks. Okay, trickier exercises, more challenging movements, bigger jumps, more technical courses, trickier trails, like whatever it is your sport is, you will be able to start accomplishing a bit more intermediate and more difficult movements and tasks. Okay, how does that sound so far? Okay, everyone getting this? I want you guys to comment. Got it. Okay, we're at level 4. There is 5 levels, so I'll get to the level 5 in a second here. Comment, got it, if you guys get it so far. And we can hear doggies barking in the background. That's little Bandy. She's saying, it's cold, Spain, it's cold. So comment, got it. And again, sorry, got it. Got it. Woohoo, everyone joining live. Thank you so much. And if you're joining the replay, still participate, you guys. Still comment. Still participate. Okay, I answer everyone's questions, whether you're live or you watch the replay. Yeah. Okay, so level 5 is the last level. Now, let me just say something quickly. A lot of riders, most riders, they're probably going to get to level 4 and be like, man, that's good. Like, I'm good. Okay, I can do whatever it is I need to do, and I feel good. My horse feels good, so I'm good. Okay, a lot of riders, they're going to get to level 4 and they're going to say, that's good enough for me. Obviously, you're in a Facebook group for ambitious equestrians. Probably level 4 isn't good enough. Okay, so that's why we have level 5. Level 5 is really for those go-getters. Okay, the people who want to be the best in their sport. Okay, does that mean that you have to compete Grand Prix level? No, but you want to be the best. Like, you want to achieve something with your own riding. You want to achieve something with horses. You would like to maybe ride horses that can do higher level movements, or train young horses up to higher level movements, like whatever it is. But level 5 is very specific for those go-getters, those ambitious equestrians, those horse riders who want more from the rides than what normal people want. Okay, you're a go-getter, you're an action taker, you're a doer. So what is level 5? In level 5, this is more sport specific. Okay. Levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm going to say you need to be able to do some cross training exercises. So you need to be able to do some dressage stuff, some jumping stuff, not necessarily jumping over jumps, but some pole exercises. You need to know how to do some trail things. You need to know how to ride different levels of horses doing different things. Level 5 is very much discipline specific. Okay. So whatever sport it is you want to do, level 5 is when you start really honing in and mastering your sport. Okay, so if you're a jumper, this is where you start jumping a meter 30, 140, 150. You start chasing the Grand Prix. Okay, if you're in dressage, again, you're going for Prix St. George or Grand Prix, like you're moving up and you're doing more specific things for your sport or your discipline, which other sports might not have. Okay, as a show jumper, I might not need my horses to learn how to piaffe or passage. Okay, they don't really need that in their show jumping training. So again, level 5 is about your sport specific exercises and being able to move up in levels, but also master your timing and coordination of aids, because you're not going to be able to move up in levels or do more technical courses or patterns or trails or what have you if you're not super coordinated and accurate and you've spent time developing your eye. Okay, so this is where you really move up in your discipline and your own specific goals and levels that you personally want to achieve. Okay, so that's level 5. Who here is interested in achieving the level 5? I want to see how many of you guys are having level 5 set in your goals. Okay, I want to say level 5. Comment. Ooh, I see we have Amy. Got it. Woohoo. Me. Yay, that's you, Lisa. So comment level 5. If you're one of those that you're like, level 4 is not good enough, I want level 5. Comment. I got a few of you guys. Level 5. Woohoo. Awesome. Okay, so we got some more. Amy, level 5. Woohoo. Love it. So that's the basics of what the International Equestrian Riding Curriculum looks like. I have like super in-depth of what level 1 has, what level 2 has, what are the non-negotiable exercises that you have to be able to do. So what I thought I would do now is I'm not going to go over all 5 levels because it's already been 20 minutes, you guys, and I love it, but I'm freezing. So I thought let's go over just level 1 here in the live. And then again, if you guys have questions, you can always comment your questions. Or honestly, I would say just head over, download our book, The Ambitious Equestrian, and then start taking those assessments. So that way you can actually figure out, like, this is the level I am. These are the exact non-negotiable exercises which I need to do. So let me pull up level 1. Okay, so level 1 forest green. Let me just find the... So level 1 is where things really get interesting, because in level 1, this is where you really get to take that time to explore your body as well as your horse's body. Okay, I focus a lot in my riding coaching and training on biomechanics. Okay, what are the biomechanics behind the horse's body and their body in movement, in motion, and what are the mechanics behind the rider's body and body in movement? Okay, and then how do we marry the two things, the two animals, okay, human and horse? How do we marry these two bodies together into one body so that we're moving together in harmony? Okay, so level 1 is a lot of fun because this is the level where you're really getting to explore your body, okay, your horse's body, the movement of your horse and the different gaits, and how with biomechanics we're able to then marry the two bodies together and be able to see how your movements and your motion can affect your horse's body for good or for evil. Okay, so this is kind of level 1 and level 2. This is where you're really starting to focus on this. Okay, you're kind of figuring out where your center of gravity is, where your balance points are. How do we maintain balance in the different gaits? How do we maintain balance if your horse scoots sideways 10 feet or stops at a jump, or whatever it is? So I just want to say level 1, it's actually not about complicated exercises or complication. Level 1 is all about simplicity. Okay, simplicity in its greatest form. And what that means is it's about function over form. Okay, so in level 1, I don't expect anyone to look pretty. Okay, a lot of people, they get really obsessed with looking pretty because we've all read the books where it's like, this is how a rider should sit in alignment and look pretty. And, that's great in a book diagram, but chances are, you guys aren't looking that pretty. Okay, because if you haven't mastered level 1, if you haven't mastered following their motion, then you can't look pretty because you're not moving in harmony with your horse, because you have stiff ankles or this, or your hips locked, or you're bracing in the stirrups, or you're this, or you're bouncing out of movement with them, or you're rising to the trot a half of a second slower than their move to the trot. So whatever it is, level 1 is not about looking pretty, okay, because pretty comes later. Level 1 is really about function over form. Okay, level 1, it's raw, it's gritty. Okay, we're kind of in the weeds, trying to get you balanced, trying to get you all these things established. And then in level 2, we fine tune it a little bit more. And then in levels 3, 4, 5, that's when things start to really look pretty. Okay, so that's level 1 broken down. Again, I'm not going to be able to go over all of the non-negotiables and all of the different things, but right now, anyone who's joining me live, just let me know if you guys have any questions about level 1 or the curriculum. Go ahead and comment those questions below. And also, if you are interested in downloading our book, okay, especially the new 2nd edition version, comment book down below. And what I'll do is I will send you a link to the book so that way you can get this assessment and fill it out for yourself. And then I would love if you guys fill out the little assessment, find out which level you are, and then come back to this video and let us know, like comment which level you are. Okay, I think it's really nice, and it's really good to know where we are now, so that way we can map out a plan for where we want to go next. Okay, we have to fill in those blanks, fill in those missing gaps, especially when it comes to our foundation and our fundamental. So comment book down below, and I'll just put it here in big bold letters. Comment book down below, and what I'll do is I will send you a link to the book so you can grab that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to go inside and warm up. Thank you everyone who has joined me live today and also in the replay. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. So thank you guys, and bye-bye.